Hello, everyone. Welcome to our latest edition of Big Game Players with myself, Super, and my co-host Banjo and Dr. Roo.
Evening, guys.
Evening, or maybe good morning in my case, man. I
Yeah.
just looked at the clock.
Where,
Midnight has passed.
so where are you, Dr. Roo?
Visiting the homeland, mate, back in sunny Cyprus. But if you want technicalities, I'm in the toilet of my hotel room. So there you go. There's commitment for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, our listeners couldn't wait to hear that, no doubt. And
Listen, it's not a toilet seat. I brought a nice
Oh,
normal seat to the toilet. I'm resting the phone on the old sink here, and I'm committed, mate. It's like I said,
yeah.
it's midnight, just gone midnight. So yeah,
Right there.
yeah,
Yeah. Well done, Rui.
yeah. Well,
always, mate, always.
Yeah.
so all week I've had people sort of coming up to me,
Again.
hmm
All
as
week,
they
people
do,
keep coming up to you.
come up to. So how do you? They said to me,
Here we go.
how do you tolerate those two Muppets? And I'm like,
Is
what do
this,
you
is
mean?
this is this technically the first game of the season for us?
No,
This
hang on.
this is, should be
And
a clean slate.
and then he goes, and then they said to me, "Did- they actually thought Vinny might go Arsenal." I was like,
Oh,
I
let
was
it
like,
go, man.
and I said, I don't think they did. I don't know. Maybe they're trying to get clicks or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
look, I stuck up for you boys. I stuck up for you. A lot of people wouldn't have, but I did. I did. Um,
Okay.
right. Let's get down to business. Well, season obviously starting this weekend.
Yeah.
Community Shield, normally known as a curtain raiser,
Yep.
Yeah.
and well, convincing win for the Gunners yesterday.
Indeed. Yeah.
Who saw it? Who's it? What's your takes?
I only watched highlights, mate. Extensive highlights of that, and it looked like there was really one team in it from beginning to end. So I can't tell you exactly why because I didn't look at it in depth. I know Arsenal didn't start with the strongest of their sides because we know how deep their squad is. Similarly, you could argue City. I think someone was telling me Haaland wasn't quite a full pelt and stuff, but and obviously no Rodri, but irrelevant. It looked like Arsenal were a little bit of putting down a little bit of a marker and making a statement. That's
Yeah.
how it looked to me, as I said, from extended highlights. But you guys might know better than me watching the full game.
I think that's what it is with the Community Shield. People call it a glorified friendly, but for Arsenal, for example, um, they won the league last season. They're now winners, so they've got that monkey off their back, and obviously they would want it to show that they mean business once again, and also get that psychological edge over City. I mean, the mentality of Arsenal was fantastic yesterday. So yeah,
And it was we can't call it second string per se, but they
no,
did start with a lot of players on the bench, right?
yeah,
I,
Rice, Saka, obviously Saliba's not in the team.
I think when you look at the
Timber's not
game,
in the team.
Jollis obviously seems to be a lively addition,
yeah,
Yeah, and he
and
settled in straight away.
and with an end product that you haven't always seen from Martinelli.
Yeah,
mm,
So the Greek boy was good there. Bruno Guimaraes, I think you know what you're getting with him.
yeah.
He's going to go about his work around the pitch. The interesting thing, though, well, a couple of things actually to take from the game. I, I get I'm being a bit pernickety here, but Donnarumma really going to ground like that for a couple of
No,
those
he was
goals?
he was at fault for a couple of goals yesterday.
yeah, he was poor.
He's,
He was poor on the day.
do you know what? He's not looking good. He's not. Um,
This guy was being like touted as better than Alex. And I don't want to make it about the Liverpool. We'll come on to Liverpool in a bit, but I,
I think at the
he's not
time, look, we
Alisson.
could only judge him for what he's doing now. I mean, he was a fantastic goalkeeper, but there was times last season he wasn't impressive as well, I thought. But then
Yeah,
at the same time, he made some very important saves. But
Mm.
yesterday, he didn't look good at
Yes.
all.
And look, it is only like, a community shield. I don't want to jump on people's back straight off, but I don't know. Elliot Anderson, do I want a bit more for 120 million pounds?
Yeah, he didn't do enough.
you know
Probably. Do I?
what?
Rodri, you said no Rodri, Rude, but there's no Rodri no more. He's gone.
But
Barca been accepted today.
this is the point that we spoke about it definitely on the last show, and I think we made a real point about it the week before, that like we lost Mo Salah and we knew it would make a difference, albeit it wasn't great last year. But when you take out an engine of any vehicle, it don't run, right? I don't care if you've got the most expensive Ferrari or a lawnmower in the garden. When you take out the engine, it ain't going anywhere.
Yeah.
We all said it, all three of us. You know, we've got different takes on football, and we all agreed that no Rodri, no title. And I think that's where it's going to go. I was thinking to myself beforehand, they would be maybe just because of personnel, just because of a lot of them running the course, etc., and the fact that they're a little bit more stabilised than, say, a Liverpool would be, or a United, or a Chelsea, that they would be the closest threat to Arsenal. But I actually think the gap's even wider now. So.
Yeah.
You know, if anything, it's a case of the rest of us looking actually a little bit more positively at the fact that, you know, we might have bridged the gap with City. But it just looked like a golf. I mean, I was looking at it, thinking Lewis Skelly, who I read earlier on in the week, was banded about to the other clubs. I think United was one of them, banned, if you believe the rumours. But
Chelsea.
it was outstanding. Like the pass he played for the first goal,
for Calafiori,
was outstanding.
Yeah.
And he clearly doesn't want to leave, like the body language side of it.
No, he doesn't.
And he said, Mosqueras, you know, goes into the back two that we're sitting there thinking, who's going to play with Gabriel or Saliba? Didn't really put a foot wrong.
I think if you're looking at City as well, like we're saying, Rodri, he's gone. He's going to go to Barcelona. Obviously that's been agreed. But Bernardo Silva's a big miss as well.
Yeah. Agreed.
In the last couple of years, they've lost quite a big influential players from that change room. Carl Walker's another couple. John Stones. That's what I was going to say. John Stones this summer. De Bruyne, Gundogan. It's not the same Man City team.
No.
Of 2 or 3 years ago. It just isn't. The change room will be completely different. Even more so now that it's a different manager. So we automatically, obviously because of recent history or the last 7-8 years, automatically thought City's going to be in the mix, and they're the ones who could challenge Arsenal because they still finished second last season.
Yeah,
but I'm not too sure. I'm
with you.
I'll sum it up, guys, as well. Kovacic. I saw nothing from him yesterday. I can see why they're busting a gut to get Fernandes in, and actually they've sold 2 players in the last week, coincidentally, for the money that Fernandes is going to cost. Rodri's gone, and Reinders went as well. 120 million in, and that's it. Coincidentally, what they're talking about for Enzo Fernandes, I can see that deal happening, and I think he will make a difference. He's better than Kovacic for sure. Semenyo yesterday, non-existent. Absolutely non-existent. One shot, I think, actually, that Raya saved. So
similarly, Doku on the other side, though, right?
Doku at least were that dominant.
At least in the first half, Doku was trying, but maybe not getting anywhere. But he was trying. Haaland not in the game, and I think Foden looked lively at times. And I don't know what the Jack Grealish thing was about. Is it putting him in the window, or has he got a part to play?
Yeah, who knows? Like I said, after watching it, and I haven't really followed their pre-season too closely, it feels a little bit more disjointed than I thought it would. Put it that way. I knew there'd be a period of settling in, but I don't know. It just looked a little bit too far from where I thought they would be, and maybe it's doing a disservice slightly to Arsenal because they didn't have the best pre-season up until that point, but they definitely clicked yesterday. And it's quite scary for everyone else, to be honest. I mean, we all know that. Again, we predicted here that we think they're the favourites and by far. But yeah, that yesterday was quite a bit of a statement win. That I thought.
Yeah, I think with Arsenal as well, it's like what we wanted to see was whether they will still be up for it now they've won.
Yeah,
the mentality would be like, but Arteta's got them going again for sure.
Yeah.
He's got them focused. He's got them ready. They're hungry. They want more.
Very short price favourites for the league. But I think I read a stat: 8 out of the last 10 Community Shield winners have not won the league.
No,
But
I don't know how much we can read into that.
Can't see that.
That would have been a big psychological boost for Arsenal yesterday.
The only worry still for them, not call it worry, it's just a question mark, I guess, is Gyökeres Havertz. You know, he started Havertz again, and I think I'm talking. I would say 9 out of 10 Arsenal fans I spoke to definitely prefer the Arsenal way of playing with Havertz in the team. What do you do with your whatever it was, £75 million man now? Do you assist with him? Do you cash in?
You say that, Rube, but the other one's a £65 million man, so they've got to the stage where their whole squad is littered with these price tags.
No, I know, but he's at least delivered, you know, in the big moments. He has, you know, even last year.
I think we're getting at,
you talk about a big asset, but I'm saying their squad is full of these assets.
Yeah.
So there will be times when there's an expensive commodity sitting on a bench.
I know, Super, but that one's definitely a pride thing. Does Arteta stand up and say, you know what, I got that one wrong. He don't fit, you know, my way of playing.
I think he does enough to win the Premier League.
He
does enough against the lesser teams.
Yeah,
and that's enough.
I think they could do that without him, Ban. I don't think they need him to win that.
You need a backup though, Rue. You need a backup. No one's going to play 65 games.
The only question mark I've got with Gyökeres is can you win the Champions? Well, I know they came close last season, but can you win he didn't start though, did he? Can you win the Champions League with him as your striker? I'm not too sure. But Premier League, he'll do enough against the lower league, the lower teams in the league or mid-tables or whatever, and that will see him through. But like you say, there's a lot of games to come. It can be a bit of a problem because he's an expensive player and I don't think he's top level. So,
and he's clearly one band now. I mean, you know, no manager gets it right every time, but he's the most high-profile one now that is standing out like a sore thumb in terms of has he worked, will he work? All the others, when you look at the recent buys, the Mosqueras, the Hincapiés, the Timbers, you know, the who's the Spanish guy in midfield, the Zubimendi, all of them, even Madueke, you can't. They've all done their part and they've almost warranted the signing, but I don't know. And again, I'm talking maybe through a lot of Arsenal fans' kind of point of views. They are not happy knowing that he's going to probably be the number one striker. So I think that's the only minor thing they need to look at. The rest of it's looking mustard.
Yeah.
I mean, look, you talk about and we talk about these players, and you've got Eze. That's what I mean. They've got to a point now. People like Eze, who was 60 odd mil.
Yeah.
He's on the bench. Zubimendi, 60 mil bench. You got Madueke, 50, 55 mil bench. They've filled up their squad with these expensive commodities, and that's why they've got the strongest squad.
Yeah, but you say that as well, but a lot of their signings, most of their signings, like what Rue was saying, have worked. So even though they've got a big expensive squad, it's a squad that worked. You could easily buy a player and he's not good, like what we're saying with maybe Gyökeres down the line, but United used to do it. They spend 60 here, 60 here, 50 here, 40 here at the time, but a lot of them were flops. So the squad didn't look good because a lot of them were flops. These lot are good players. So they've spent the money.
They're not just that, man. You've got to remember, Super, as well, that those 50, 60 million pound players were what used to be the 20 and 30 million pound players.
Yes.
You know, it's not a big outlay anymore.
No,
it's not what it used to be.
It's not.
Well, I'll tell you what, the interesting thing will be that next week when you see the starting 11s for the clubs around the Prem, work out the value of the benches. And I bet they'll be in the top 2 or 3 by far.
But that's because the value of the benches, yes. But you could have done that with United 10 years ago or 8 years ago, and the value of the bench will be massive. But the team will
as a Liverpool fan, we can't compete with that.
But you keep going about Liverpool. Forget Liverpool.
But we can't compete with that.
Other teams can. Chelsea can. United can.
I'm not
City
sure.
Can.
Yeah, I'm not even sure City's full of that anymore.
Of course they are. My point is, we were doing it, and people could look at our bench and say, "Oh man, that's a £300 million bench." But a lot of those players were flops. The difference with Arsenal, you're looking at their bench and it's strong, and you're thinking, these players are good players. They're contributing. So what I'm trying to do here is basically, I'm not saying it's all money with Arsenal. Listen, to a certain extent, like what Liverpool did with Klopp and that era. I know you didn't spend an outlay like what they're doing, but
Nowhere near.
not many
Nowhere
of no, you didn't. But
Nowhere near.
not many of your signings went wrong either. That's my
Yeah.
point. And even though they have spent a lot of money,
But
a lot of their signings are working, which is credit to them.
I'll tell you what the difference is with that Liverpool and Arsenal model you've said there. We couldn't afford to make mistakes. Arteta's made mistakes, but he's managed to buy him. Well, he's on phase 6 for starters before he won the league.
But what
I'm saying,
know what you're saying, but I'm saying
players,
signing wise, players he's bought. How many of them have been a mistake?
I think
you can look at the Zinchenko, the left back, maybe, possibly, but not many.
Jesus, was he a success?
He's been there for a while.
Yeah, but it's a success in the sense of stepping stones, getting them to where they are.
Yeah.
But all
put it this way, he's not gone and done it. He's not done a signing like an Anthony or Sancho. He's not done a Sancho or an Anthony or anything like that. That's my point. He spent money, and they've all contributed.
But they can afford to make a mistake. They can afford to get one or two wrong. Like Gyökeres hasn't been a raging success, but you can afford it. It's
possibly, but
if you've got the money, you've got the money.
Most of his signings have contributed.
I'm a big believer. You've got the money, use it. 100%. So, what does the top 6 look like this season? No particular order. What are we going for?
Don't know.
Pretty confident to call it. I know who I'm pretty sure is going to be there. It's going to be. Do you want me to do the order as well, or just?
What do you think? Go on, Ruth.
I think the final standings will be Arsenal, Liverpool, City.
In this order?
Yeah, Arsenal, Liverpool, City, United, Chelsea, Spurs.
I can't call it, Roo. If I'm honest, if I put something together there, I'll be just.
And Ben, the only reason I put Liverpool that high is I just think to myself that I'll use the term right at the beginning of this with Arsenal, with City, that a lot of the players have run the course. At the end of the day, whatever fucking spin people put on it with the slot thing, the Szoboszlais, the McAllisters, the Gravenberches, Van Dijk even more so, Alisson's have won the time. Yeah. So unlike a United team, I think they're going to do really well this season.
Not
by the
sure,
way,
United.
Well, we could talk about it in a bit, but they haven't ran the course. And actually, I stand corrected because I said about City running the course, and you enlightened me there when I looked at them quickly, thinking actually there's not many title winners left. From the squad. You've got your Haalands and that. You've got a few, but it's not the diehard. So I think Liverpool, I'll put them second there instinctively. And I think Spurs will do a lot better than we expect. And if you really wanted to push me for a 7th, I would go Villa, but we don't need a 7th.
Banjo, what's your 6 look like? In no particular order. Unless you've got anyone.
Oh, my 6, but no, I can't tell you the order.
Who wins the league?
Arsenal will win the league.
Okay.
The next 5 will be City, Liverpool, United, Chelsea, Spurs.
Yeah.
The next 5. I couldn't tell you the order. No doubt.
So the only difference for me with mine, I've written it down there, is although I think Spurs will have a much better season and no Europe, I don't think they make top 6.
So you put Villa in there?
I put Villa in there. I think Villa will make top 6. I think Unai.
Been a lot of changes at Villa.
You talk about You talk about a top manager there. I think Unai Emery.
Is it fair at that point? I think it's a good shout to talk about the Super Cup briefly, because I thought they put on a good show and held their own. I thought they were very good. I can't remember the young kid's name, the 17, 18-year-old up front.
Madru.
Yeah, he'll be a 10, 15 goal a season man. They looked all right, and then they were a little bit depleted. I think they're losing Martinez now, from what I heard. Right, and the keeper
never went through the deal. He was meant to be going to Juventus.
Yeah, but they've still. They're still going ahead with that other keeper, Japan's keeper.
Okay.
And their full intention is he will be their number 1.
Are they
so
in
I think
Europe?
Martinez will have to go now because.
Are they in Europe, guys?
I think that's
the Champions League, right? The Champions League, because they won the Europa.
They won the Europa. That's right. Yeah.
they're not going to do as good as Spurs, in my
No,
opinion.
they didn't. Did they win the conference?
Who won the conference was what do you call them? Palace.
Oh yeah, of course. Sorry, I got mixed up. Yeah, of course. They're in the Champions League. They won the Europa League. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I don't think they've got enough squad depth to be able to battle on both fronts. I think they'll be seventh, but
I think they've lost
you know,
they've lost too many influential players as well.
And by the way, Martinez has pissed them about for 2 summers on the spin now.
Yeah,
So-
don't listen to that rubbish.
Oh,
He wanted to leave last season to go to Man United.
No, that's what I'm saying. He's pissed them. I said
Yeah,
he's pissed
in the
them
no
about.
journalists
So I
said
remember-
he agreed terms everything.
That happened back in the day with I mean, Pepe Reina was similar back in the day.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I remember. But
He
having
was
said
trying
that,
to force a move to Barca, and Liverpool like you've got no space here. And Barca didn't even want him in the end because they were keeping Valdez.
But this is what probably Villa's doing now with Emery. He's probably thinking, well, you wanted to go last year. Trust me, I'll make sure you go next year.
Yeah.
And whatever goes, you're going.
yeah. I mean, look, there's a few players that have held their teams to ransom at the moment. We mentioned Chelsea's Enzo Fernandez, another guy that needs to leave that club. I hate it when I see things like that. I can't stand it. I like things done
I
behind
just think
closed
it's a kick in the teeth for the fans.
But the way I see it, Ben, if he went to him last season and said, I want to leave, to me, I'd get rid of a player straight away. I don't fight a player's corner. Why am I going to keep you if you don't want to be at my club?
Yeah.
So that's how I've always seen it, as much as it might hurt a fan base.
No,
if
but
you don't
I'm
want to
saying
be
that-
with me, go.
Yeah, the behaviour hurts. The
Yeah.
fan base.
Is it fair? Is it unfair rather to say both of them Argentinians?
Well,
It's like there is something about that temperament out there, isn't there?
Yeah.
That we're bigger than the club. But anyway,
Speaking of bigger than the club, I think Curtis Jones is that at the moment. But yeah, another one who's Tell me about your bottom 3, Banjo.
oh, the bottom 3. Hull.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just going to say the 3. Hull, Coventry, and Ipswich. Very easily done. But it doesn't always work that way.
Is there anyone you worry about, Ben, from last season's? I don't think Leeds will struggle from what I've seen. Forest, I think, will be okay. I'm trying to think if anyone might fall off the wayside, because there is always one, isn't there, where you think, oh my God, there.
I think. Listen, I'm going to say it. I don't think Sunderland will have the season they did last year. I think they can struggle.
And you know who I think might be the shock? I think the team that might be the shock that ends up that low is Palace.
Yeah.
I think Palace might have a bad season. And it'll be like, come Christmas,
Brentford.
and you're gone.
I don't know if
Brentford will be a strong.
Liverpool, I mean, they beat someone 9-0 the other day. Frankfurt.
Well, I like that Keith Andrews. I think he's doing a good job.
They're all right. They've kept their players. I mean, they lost Henderson, but they've kept Thiago and bought a few others, broke their transfer record.
I think Brentford will be okay.
Do you think it'll be the same bottom 3, Rue?
Yeah, I agree with him. Yeah, in terms of
I'll tell you someone who I think might find themselves off to a really bad start. Newcastle.
Yeah.
Right. I was thinking about these up today. Now I don't see them going down because I think they're too good to go down. Famous last words, but I can't see it. But I heard something and I thought that's actually quite spot on. Someone said if they'd got relegated, they would have had the window they've had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
They lost Tonali. They lost Guimaraes. They lost Gordon.
Yeah.
Rippier's gone. And I'm thinking that
the window ain't closed yet.
That's right. But what I'm saying is, if you've been relegated, you expect to lose these players.
Yeah.
And maybe replace them with not so good players.
Well, think about it, right? West Ham did get relegated, and they've kept more players than Newcastle. Right?
Yeah, they just lost Fernandes.
Yeah, it's mad.
I think I don't know who. I think Coventry stay up personally.
Is that because of the manager?
I think they've spent some money.
I
think they bought some players.
They
bought Awoniyi as well. Striker
I actually think if you had to tell me which one of those 3 might have a better chance, I'd say Ipswich. Only because I think, again, what's his name? The ex-Bournemouth manager who's there.
Oh, Neil.
Yeah, I just there's something about him from a manager's perspective that I think you might squeeze out a little bit more than Lampard when the shit's hitting the fan. He might be able to motivate him a bit more. But
Who's
I think they're doomed. Who do you think is a surprise package maybe that might, do a Bournemouth like last year, for example? I think Brighton will have a good season again. They're the standout.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, difficult for me
I
to
think
say.
Everton might struggle as
Bournemouth
well.
could be another one which could struggle.
I think
who?
Everton might struggle.
Can't see it.
Yeah, I don't know. I think Moyes
Have I
he's lost
seen
a
a
few
rumor that
players.
they've offered on Richarlison to bring
Well,
him
I don't
back?
know. I don't know. I don't know. I
So
didn't see that one.
who's your surprise package?
Me?
I'm going Coventry to stay up. I'm not committing to a third. Yeah, we'll go. I think Fulham are going down.
Yeah,
No way.
they've lost their
Well,
manager.
going down.
Yeah,
Wow.
I think Fulham are going down.
Wow.
Arbeloa comes in. I don't know how much he knows of the Prem. I mean, he played in it, but yeah, new manager, Jimenez has
Okay.
gone, Wilson's gone. I think Fulham go down.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Wow. Surprised.
That's right, yeah.
3 players to watch.
Ooh.
3 players to watch.
Other than the obvious.
I think Mbuemo is going to have a fabulous season for United. I think, as we stand here today, Solis is going to be a player that is going to hit the ground running, and we're going to be like, wow. And maybe Tonali. I think Tonali will run the show for Spurs.
Banjo.
The Villa forward, the one we mentioned earlier.
Yeah.
I'm banking on Foden coming back. And Palmer. Bit obvious, but I think they're going to have good seasons.
Sorry?
Foden and Palmer.
I do a little special mention soon. Am I allowed?
Go on.
I think Xhaka is going to be a better signing than we thought he would be. I think if you're talking about a centre back that we needed, I think he's going to be a better signing than anyone's thought. We bought. So yeah, that was it. What about you?
My 3 to watch. Didn't give it enough thought. I'm better at asking the questions than answering. You boys should know that by now.
Well, it proves we're not
Despite
pre-thingy
what
show.
people are saying, I'm going to stick with my guns. I think Wirtz is going to have a big season. I know he got criticism even yesterday on social media. Not strong enough, gives the ball away and what have you not. But I think he's going to have a big season. I think he's going to have a good season.
I think he needs to have a good season.
I'm saying
Definitely.
him. I think a player that people be saying, why didn't we go for him? May well be Gomez, Villa.
Yeah.
I think he's going to have a good season for Villa. And the third one, I mean, it's not going to be a surprise, but I think he's going to go up yet another level if that's possible. Morgan Rogers.
Wow.
Fair enough. See, I went for Foden and Palmer only off the back of that they never had a good season last season. I mean, they're quite safe bets, but I think they will re-emerge this season. 2 good
Top
players.
3 goal scorers.
Oh God.
Top 3 goal scorers.
Yeah.
Haaland and Buemo, Isaac.
Banjo.
I genuinely think, man, that fucking Buemo's going to fly, man.
He's having a brilliant pre-season, but
It's going to fly.
yeah, I just don't know about United, if I'm honest. But Haaland, obviously.
Surprised he hadn't come off your tongue straight away because you've both been waxing lyrical about him. Chelsea's
Who?
number 9.
Pedro.
I've
Pedro.
actually just wrote him down.
But
And
then,
you both like him a lot, and I know why.
Yeah.
I see an inconsistency there.
I think because he'll be leading.
Who you got then, Ben? Haaland?
Yeah, Haaland, Pedro, and I'm going to back our boy Sesko. Only off the back of he had a bit of an in and out season last season and still got himself, I think, 10, 11 goals. So if he plays second season,
the pain now, Ben.
well,
Hopefully, Mbuemo. Give it to Mbuemo, mate.
Yeah, I don't know. I would have said Isaac if he never had that bad injury. I've not watched enough of him to see how he's come back.
He's looking a little sharper as he's getting up and goes.
I feel sorry for him because I think he's lost a yard with that injury.
Well, this is what I'm saying. But that could be a fitness thing as well. He's been out for a long time. But I've not seen him play, so I cannot say.
That yard cost us, what, 75 million?
Yeah.
But to lose a yard is a big thing.
Fucking massive. Ask Michael Owen.
I'm going Haaland, Pedro, Isaac.
Okay.
For my 3.
I'll be honest with you, and sorry to the viewers. I haven't done enough research on all the other clubs. I'm not sure if maybe. To
be honest, a lot of these questions I wasn't prepared for.
I'll tell you a surprise. We'll read the agenda that was posted yesterday. But anyway, I'll tell you a player that was that I think you talk about one that I think will surprise. That's not as known.
Yeah.
Garcia, Fulham.
Okay, so the team that's getting relegated, yeah.
Well, he's come from Real Madrid, hasn't he?
Yeah.
The team that's getting relegated is going to have a surprise package.
Yeah, he won't get enough goals, Super, because he's played for Fulham.
What I'm saying is just watch out for him. I think he's going to make a name for himself, and there'll be something bigger sniffing about.
Can I just say as well? I think the Thiago of this season will be Calvert-Lewin
if he stays fit. I'll agree with you.
I think they'll use him in the right way where he'll end up with that 15 to 20 and we'll be like, whoa.
Well, he had a strong end to last season, didn't he?
And a very good preseason.
Yeah.
So come on, your own teams.
Yeah.
Yep.
Our own teams.
Yep.
What are we seeing? Banjo, Man United, what are you seeing this season? What are you hoping for going into?
Well,
for any Man U listeners, give them some optimism.
Right. Pre-season was going well. I was pleased with the signings we made. Now it's got to the point where I'm like, I told you, I'm not calm now. We need players, especially off the back of the last game on Saturday against AC Milan.
So I was right.
What?
When all you lot kept saying, let's be calm, let's be calm.
No, well, we need players.
Panicking now.
Well, yeah, because
we got 2 weeks.
We're not even linked to anyone.
So you're panicking. So I was right.
Put it this way,
there's nothing going on here, boys.
The performance on Saturday was not good at all. And I know it's a friendly, but defensively we were shocking. 3 goals came from the left-hand side. We definitely need someone to fight with Luke Shaw in that left-back position. What was concerning was at one point we had the back four was the same back four we had 4 years ago.
Sure, that's that.
Yeah, so come on. We weren't good enough 4 years ago. It's not going to be good enough now. So that's a bit worrying. We desperately need another midfielder and another left back. Not necessarily to come in and always start, but we need to bulk up that squad because the way it is at the moment, I don't feel too confident, honestly.
What's
the
best case scenario you're hoping for?
Best case.
What can you see the worst case scenario being?
Well, what I would actually deem as a good season, to be measured and realistic, would be a good cup run to go into the knockout stages of the Champions League and to qualify for top 4. We have to remember where we came from. And then obviously if we want to push on that and fight for the big trophies, that's got to be next season. But honestly, with this squad, I'm not sure we're capable. Relegated.
Man,
But you
just
say that, but you've put United in your top six.
Yeah, but we need to finish top 4.
Is fifth not going? Is fifth not counting next season?
I don't think it is it? I know it did last season, but I'm not sure.
it depends how
Well,
it pans out this season.
What we have to remember is last season we finished 3rd, but we weren't
So
fighting on all these fronts at all.
right,
So
what's really bad, Banjo? What is we need to get rid of the manager? What does that
I'm
look?
be happy with.
You finish 8th.
No, I won't be happy with that. No,
Has he got to go?
Well, yeah, that won't be good enough. But I don't think he's been backed either. If we look at it, we managed to get ourselves.
What's he going into a season? What's his remit? Because that's what it's like a business, right? You've got a remit. You either hit it or you don't.
I guess his remit is what I said.
So if he finishes
what I'm hoping
6th,
for.
so if he finishes 6th, he's underperformed.
In the eyes of the manager of the owners, yeah. But looking at how look, we lost Casemiro, he's gone. Ugarte's gone. Okay, that's 2 players out. We brought 2 in. Okay, how much better are we going to be with all the more games? We have to be realistic here. We've made.
I don't think anyone's brought players in. Who's brought players in?
But we've put ourselves in the top 4. All right, we're back in the Champions League. Go and spend some money and cement your position.
And this is what I was going to say to you. Do you think the way the market's gone since you bought those players earlier in the window, that it's kind of rocked you a bit? Because you was buying 30, 40 million pound players, all of a sudden.
They're not looking at 80s, 90s. They're not looking at players
even
like
80s, 90s, 60s, 70s, it sounds like you're not even looking at. It's like you're shopping in like, without being rude.
You're shopping at Poundland.
Why is your Poundland there? But they're shopping with a limited budget, whereas they can't go in there and spend.
We're shopping with a low budget.
Yeah.
Right, and this is what's annoying me at the moment. We've made the top 4. Go and cement your position, because that happens all the time. They spend money to get to the top 4, and then they don't spend money when they're there.
Yeah.
All right, and this is very, listen. Yeah, Carrick's remit is to keep us in the Champions League for next season and to have a good Champions League campaign. We have to be realistic as well.
If I gave you top 4 quarterfinals of the Champions League, would that be a very good season?
Yeah, I'll take that. For sure. Yeah. We've not been in the Champions League for ages. We've got more games this season than last. Yeah, I'll take that. But I think, I'm not sure though, Roo. Honestly, I can't say that's, even the top. I don't know. Yeah. We need players.
Roo, what does Liverpool look like? Same question.
I think best case scenario, and that's just pure honesty, is to give Arsenal as good a run as possible. But I think we'd still finish second. We're not dreamers here. That would be best case scenario with a better Champions League season than last season, so a quarterfinals as well. And I say that simply because Iraola's never ran these courses. This is a big thing for him, albeit the players, as I said before, have. So that would be a good season. Maybe with a domestic cup in the bag, that would be nice, because I always like, if we've gone through a barren season, to maybe just pick up a League Cup or an FA Cup if we can the following. Worst season. And it wouldn't be a case of
League. What happens in the Champions League?
That's what I said. Quarterfinals.
Quarterfinals. Okay, go.
Yeah, I'll take that, because Iraola's not been there. But the worst season for him would be to go out at last 32. I don't think either of our managers' band would not make the knockouts. It would be an absolute travesty not to make the last 32.
We have to get through that.
Yeah, so we get there. If he gets knocked out last 32, that would be bad. If he doesn't make top 4, that would be bad. But the difference between him, I think, and Carrick is he will have another season graced. And the only reason I say that with Carrick is because it's his second stint, albeit it's different parameters. But yeah, I'm quite.
What's a flop, bro?
Finishing 6th and below. Sacked. And as I said, no, sacked would be lower than that, man. Sacked would be like anything below that, and like I said, 32.
Eighth.
Nah. Do you know what? I don't think he gets sacked.
Sackings and this and that, and we're talking about position. No, he won't. And we're talking about league positions, but they need to be backed as well to give him a chance.
I think he will, man. I know he's frustrating him, and Super's right, and he's saying not many clubs have bought, but by the end of that window, by hook or by crook, you will have players in and out. We will have players in and out. There are rumours all over the place. I don't know whether my heart's being pulled left, right, and centre with this Gakpo one. He's trying to prove a point to me at the moment that in the friendlies I've seen him, he's fucking doing well, and he's pissing me off.
Rue, don't fall
No,
for it.
but
Don't fall for
I'm
it.
talking about depth, man. If we're
Yeah,
talking
I know,
about
but
Arsenal depth,
don't fall for Cody. I told you, don't fall for Chiesa 3, 4 weeks ago, and now everyone's saying get rid, get rid.
no, I've never
It-
felt for
it-
Chiesa, but with Cody, he can also play centre forward too. But we haven't got anyone to help out
Banjo
with.
is Banjo is my proof. The day we signed Chiesa, I was cussing that signing. He
It
was
was.
finished.
It was.
Yeah,
He
but
was
it's a free,
finished.
free transfer. Like, it is what it is. But yeah, I don't know. I think we'll get Barcola. I'm pretty confident. I just don't know who plays on that right. Rio don't enjoy it, man. He don't like it. Barcola's not that player.
Well
This
then,
Mendes,
what about
Muniz,
Mbaye?
sorry, Hmm?
Mbaye,
Well, who knows at the moment? Who knows? Who knows?
can Munoz go and do some damage over there?
No, he was good yesterday in both games. He played both games,
Oh
albeit
yeah,
you
how did
hated
that
that
go?
scenario.
How did the
Yeah,
two
it's good.
we spoke about it last week. How did that go?
Well, when
Yeah, I mean,
the
the
morning
first
was
one,
the morning was like a training ground game.
yeah,
So
it
the other
was
one was
behind
the ball.
closed doors, wasn't it?
It was evening that was obviously
Yeah,
the main game.
No one played
Well,
both games. Did they?
Munoz
yeah, they
actually
did. They
played
did.
both.
Oh, did he?
Munoz and Kumas played both games, and I think there was one other. He played McAllister in the first game to give him his first minutes.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's going to sign a new contract. I don't know. So Bosley sounds like he's about to finish off his one because I thought he'd been done, but it wasn't. And the best thing about yesterday, Ban, is it's amazing how things turn pretty quick. Is we've got an injury crisis at the back. All of a sudden, we saw a very, very good performance by Xhaka and a decent performance by, I can't pronounce his name, the Uruguayan guy.
Araujo.
Very good. And both look comfortable next to
They
the
did.
captain.
Where did
Um,
was he a centre back as well?
both of them play centre back, yeah. And you know what? And correct me if I'm wrong here, too.
Don't forget, Araujo is a leader himself.
No, I know he is, but they look good. And please, I'm a criticism.
Oh, right, the
I'm a
Barcelona
critic.
guy, obviously.
Yeah, I'm a critic of this guy, but I thought Frimpong did all right yesterday as well. I think he did all right. It weren't.
I think Rue, the problem is sometimes, even with youngsters, I think we've touched on it like many a time. You can't play the odd person with. So when Frimpong was playing some of those pre-season games, and by the way, he was having a bad pre-season, but when you're playing against two inexperienced players
Yeah,
and you're not a natural right back yourself,
yeah,
it's probably difficult.
yeah. No, I agree. I
Whereas,
agree.
whereas, whereas if you've got like your, I don't know, composed Van Dijks and probably, I don't know, well, I don't know if we'd ever call Canate composed, but he was
Yeah.
strong. Your Jackie or someone like that, or a figure like that, you're playing next to two proper defenders, you can afford to take a few more chances.
Did you see, just quickly, did you see the memes, if that's the right term, where when Jacquet scored on his debut, he was saying, fuck me, like Joe Gomez. He'd been waiting 152 games or whatever, and this guy comes along and taps one in.
Yeah,
No, it was good. Look, it was more positive. It was,
okay.
One game don't, do anything really, but I hope the boys pick up what Iraola wants sooner rather than later, and we give Arsenal some sort of challenge. But yeah, that's where I'm at. What about you? What do you think's a good season?
I'll tell you what, I am happy if need be to
Mhm.
write the whole season off.
Whoa.
As long,
But it's what?
as long as you promise me, come May, June,
Mm.
the rest of the shares are going to the new consortium and we spend money.
Mm-hmm.
I'll write the season off for that.
Is that how it works, Al? Because you told me, you gave me a little bit of a business masterclass last week, and I still didn't get my head around it. Just because these guys have bought the club doesn't mean we're going to spend more, no?
Well, you can see they've already said that doesn't really change the plans for this window. And
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to go all in because if they're smart, unless they've pre-agreed a price to buy the remaining shares, they won't want to be increasing the value of the club over the next 8, 9 months.
Oh yeah.
No.
Well, I wouldn't want to be if I'm buying it. So, you know, I think it's been pre-agreed, by the way. I think everyone was laughing at the 8 billion. I think it's $8 billion, by the way. I don't think it's £8 billion. It's eight
What's that
billion
in, what's that
dollars.
in sterling?
Depends what exchange rate you're looking at. It could be sort of around six-ish.
Yeah.
But the
Just
true
6
value,
billion.
but having said that, the true value of the 30% was 1.35, which valued the club at 4.5 billion. So
Mm.
I don't know, we'll have to see. But I think their plan is to ultimately
Take over.
gain
Fine. Take over.
control. And by owning more than 25 or 30%, they also get a seat at the voting table. Hence why
Do we the Liverpool fans watch Liverpool on Amazon Prime? Is that how it works or
it's going to go that way, I think, sooner or later. But yeah,
Well, we're on that this year, ain't
I've
it?
got
yeah.
I've got no expectations. I still think our team right now, our squad looks a little bit lopsided. Um,
Mm.
I don't know. I mean, a player that's sort of forgotten about, but he's not going to be out forever. That, I was thinking about yesterday is Hugo Katike.
Yeah, brilliant.
He's going to come back, what, December, around that time? And
That's a big chunk of the season, though, Sue.
Yeah,
yeah, but what I'm
you'll be
saying is,
lucky to if it was December. It's probably more January, Feb.
And then
okay,
obviously it takes time to get his match fitness and all this.
are you ready for that time, guys?
Yes.
Predictions.
Predictions. As we said, so this season we will have a guest who will try and beat the hosts. So I have got predictions from a guest
Who's your
this
guest?
week. Chris, a
Ah,
guy
he
called
can't
Chris.
beat the
He's-
host. He can't beat an egg.
Chris claims to be an analyst, actually. He is an analyst. He's a football analyst. So let's, he should be giving us a run for our money. But right, in true format, let's start when I get
With
the.
the champion.
We
Start with
will
the
Yes.
start.
champion.
We will start with the champion. Absolutely. Um,
Difficult first game of the
and
season. Not
and
seen them play, innit? Not seen them.
and we've agreed that the loser out of the three will take the other two to dinner. So that's also an incentive for the season.
It
Rue,
makes it up to jail, this does.
Rue,
Eh?
Rue, if ever
Yeah,
you
he
need
said we agreed the first time of it.
Rue, if ever you need an incentive, you've got one now. um, right. We start with Arsenal Coventry. Banjo.
Home win.
He's written score predictions in his defence, but it's not scores we're after. It's
He's got.
guessed. Right, Banjo's gone home win. I'm going home win.
Home
Rue,
win.
home
Home win.
win. And he's gone for a home win. 2-0 actually, he's gone for. We've then got Hull v Manchester United on me. Away win. Rue,
Away win.
Banjo.
Yeah, I have to go for my team. Away win.
He's also gone with an away win. Everton v Palace. Rue,
Raw.
Banjo.
Home win.
I think home win. Guest has gone home win. Ipswich v Sunderland. Oh, Banjo.
Draw.
I'm going away win.
Away win.
Away win. Guest has gone home win. He's gone 2-1.
Well,
Forest leads. Me. I'm going to go for a draw here. Rue,
Away win.
Banjo.
draw.
Guest has gone home win. By the way, he's a Greek fanatic, so he'd have that Olympiakos link. Might be a bit of biasness there when he's picked a Marinakis team to to win. Brentford Spurs. Rue.
I'm going for a draw.
Banjo.
Draw.
It's a really tough game, this, right?
I wouldn't want to be playing Brentford first game of the season.
Away.
You know what I mean?
I'm going away win.
Oof.
Guest has gone draw. 2-2. Brighton Villa. Banjo.
Brighton Villa. Draw. Another draw.
Yeah, I think I'm going draw there. Rue.
Home win.
Home win. Wow. Guest has gone draw. Why'd you see a home win there, Rue?
I just think Brighton first game of the season, front foot football, free flowing. Villa a little bit fatigued and under not under par, but a little bit depleted in squad. Yeah, I think they'll turn them over.
City Bournemouth on me. I'm going to go. I'm going to go home win. Rue.
Home win.
Banjo.
Home win.
Guest has gone home win. 2-1 for him. Newcastle Liverpool. I think that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Rue.
Away win.
Banjo.
Away win.
Yeah, away win. Guest has gone away win. And then Fulham Chelsea to wrap up the first round of fixtures. Banjo.
Fulham Chelsea away win. It's a derby. First game.
I'm going away win. Rue.
Away win.
Guest has gone away win.
Can I just say before we move on, what's happened to the Brighton manager's hair?
I've not seen him. Why? It's fallen out.
You not seen his? Wow, you need to catch up, mate. You need to catch up.
New hairstyle.
I'll show you hairstyle. I don't know what's happened. You know, he had a nice bit of hair, if you remember.
Yeah.
It looks like he's had a transplant in Turkey. I don't know what's going on. I mean, I hope he's well, by the way. I don't want to mock someone who's unwell, but I'll show you after, man. You're going to be like, what the hell's happened to this geezer?
Yeah.
Well, Ro, there's big rumours that that's where you are with the hair tonight.
With his hair, mate. No chance.
With the hair tonight, mate.
So that's one thing the old man's given me that I've got no problems with.
Yeah, solid.
Yeah, that's exactly the right word.
Are we having a champ and a chump of the week?
I'm trying to think.
difficult.
Oh yeah. Did we do the guy that celebrated and jumped in the hole, right? That was last week. I guess chump, you might say, what's his name? The Man City manager. Maybe he's bitten off more than he can chew, who knows?
Yeah.
Wow,
And champ,
in a Maresca.
yeah, champ, I'm gonna go in the same game. Credit to Arsenal on the whole, but I'm gonna say Lewis Skelly. I think that takes some cojones to have those rumours circulating. And if true, a club he loves to offer him out to others and play like that, quality.
Yeah, I think I was going to give it to Arteta for keeping them focused and their strong mentality going into it. Chump for me, I don't know who made the decision, but whoever at Chelsea gave that deadline for the transfer of Enzo.
Yeah.
Friday.
Yeah, whoever decided upon that, it could be a collective, chump or chumps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2 chumps for me before we wrap up.
Slot.
Banjo. No. Banjo and Rue.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Sometimes you regret just going above and beyond.
Just for who you guys are. But
what for now?
Yeah, what for?
Vinny for 3 weeks ago.
I think still for what you did with Vinny.
For what Rue did with Slot last season.
Some of the
for
stuff
what Band did in 1996 when we were out in the fucking nightclub or whatever. Fuck, this guy don't forget, does he?
No, it
Is it
doesn't.
elephants? Is it elephants that have got long memories, or
Yeah,
is
and
it
he keeps
the
going
opposite?
on. No, it's the elephants, but he keeps going
I'm gonna
on and
start
on.
calling him Dumbo from now on. I think you ain't got the ear, son, but I think that's not a bad little nickname. Kind of works well.
The Dumbo.
Dumbo.
Anyway, chumps. Until next week.
You ain't called a champ.
You are a champ, and listen, you're the reigning champion
just
here.
had-
Anyway, man.
I named two people. They were both chumps. There are no
Okay.
champs this week.
Lovely.
Have a Jackie. There you go. And a new hero for the Reds.
Yes.
Right. Have a good
God
week,
bless you,
guys.
boys.
And
Over and out
Ruth,
from the
thanks for
homeland.
joining us.
Yeah, thanks.
No,
Ruth.
my pleasure.
Have a good one, everyone.
I hope no one needed to go.
Fucking hell. God bless you, man.